Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 might be the most realistic medieval game ever made. It's brutal, it's unforgiving. One hit and you're bleeding out on the floor. The entire game is built around obtaining better armor and becoming the best version of yourself. So naturally, I decided it would be fun, and I'm using fun loosely, to beat it with no weapons, no armor, and not even any clothes. Just a naked Henry and his fists trying to get to the wedding, hopefully in one piece. I'm also only allowing myself to buy unarmed perks. Everything else, strength, speech, horsemanship, that's all getting ignored. I have no idea how this is gonna go, but with over 100 hours in this game, I'm feeling surprisingly confident about it. So skipping past the prologue, we start our journey in
Troskovitz.
Henry's life as an overly violent nudist finally begins. I drop all my clothes and weapons off, and my immediate plan is to run to Tarkov to get hired by the blacksmith, so I have food and a reliable place to stay. I make my way there, and after finally getting hired, I'm tasked with finding the blacksmith's delivery boys who went missing on a supply run to Semine. Before I leave for this quest, I head to the tavern to stock up on food, only to realize that I'm a broke boy and I can barely afford anything. On my way to Semine, I run into my very first set of enemies. There are two guys holding an innocent person up on the road trying to rob him. There's a shielded dude and a guy with a sword, and I immediately knew this would prove difficult because at this point, I haven't even fought one guy, never mind two, and one of them has a shield, so this is where the challenge actually starts. I aim to take out the non-shield guy first, so I can spare my full attention for the other one after. I'm realizing that fighting unarmed is just a game of patience, a lot of dodging and just searching for an opening. I can't be as aggressive with my combos as I could on a normal playthrough, and I can't afford to take any hits because that's half my health gone in one go.
Knockout!
After managing to KO the sword guy, my attention turns to the guy with the shield, and this is the part that would really take its time. It took me about 3 minutes of non-stop dodging and the occasional hit to break his shield with my bare fists. Can you even comprehend that? Henry, even at his low-level beginner stage, is a god amongst mortals. Can you comprehend breaking a shield, a thing that's built to defend against steel weapons, with your bare fists? After that, the rest was easy. I tire him out, get the occasional hit in on his face, and finally get the other knockout. I loot the stuff they've got and make my way to Semine. Once I get there, I'm greeted by a drunk dude wanting to fight. Luckily, this is only a fist fight, and with all my newfound experience, I just absolutely school this guy. After breaking a shield with my bare fists, this alcoholic is not even an issue. Anyway, I meet up with Semine and Curly, who ask me to join them in their search for the blacksmith's hands. But now I'm introduced to a new problem, one that would become one of my greatest challenges yet. I'm asked to acquire a horse. Yes, I know, that sounds silly. I know it doesn't sound like a big deal, but trust me, this ended up costing me a lot of time. My immediate instinct is to visit the Semine stable 2 minutes away and retrieve pebbles. But being completely naked, I fail every single skill check and I don't have the money to afford her either. Slightly annoying, but we can deal with this. The nomad camp nearby can make a stolen horse my own for cheap, so I wait until nighttime and pull a Grand Theft Auto on my original horse. I arrive at the camp in the middle of the night, no issues, but the horse trader is asleep. Fine, I'll just use the wait menu. Then I come to the horrible realization that waiting makes Pebbles disappear because Pebbles is not my horse yet. So I have to actually go AFK and wait for this dude to wake up. It takes nearly 20 minutes of real time before he's finally awake, has had his breakfast, and strolled over to his station. And then I find out that the license is way pricier than I thought it would be. I thought, he's a criminal, surely he won't ask for much. I don't have 60 gold? This is a problem. Now, don't ask me what gave me the urge to do this, but with a deep sadness in my heart, I sell Pebbles off to him, planning to go back to Semine, steal another horse, and then come back and buy a new license. license. So I do just that. I return with a new horse and it costs
260
for a license. Pebbles only cost 60. So now I've put myself in way deeper shit than I originally was in. At first, I just felt this deep rage inside of me. This whole challenge is about fighting, about seeing if I can survive in medieval Bohemia completely naked and unarmed. And the biggest challenge yet has been that I cannot acquire a horse. But this inconvenience actually led to a new discovery of mine. I'd never done this before, but it turns out that horse theft might be one of the most lucrative early game money-making methods out there. I sell the stolen horse and suddenly I have hundreds in gold. This kind of makes me want to do a horse thievery video in the future, so like the video if you would want to see something like that. With all this newfound wealth, I finally end up returning to Serena for the last time and legitimately purchasing a new horse called Tavern. He's pretty cool. So with this new acquisition, it feels like the challenge is finally back on track and I'm feeling more hopeful about it than ever before. I meet with Serena and Curly and off we go. Whilst we're looking for the blacksmith's hands, we stop for a quick sparring match, and I absolutely obliterate Serena and his honor, while Curly pretends like I didn't just do all that. You know what? I get it, he's a lord or whatever, but come on, let's be real, I absolutely schooled his ass. After a long ride, we arrive at the worst region in the game, Apollonia. This place absolutely stinks, and if I was gonna struggle with this challenge at all, it would be here. We hear distant bandit voices, and while I was dreading these fights, they proved pretty easy thanks to me having armed companions who do all the work for me. I just get the occasional sucker punch in while Serena and Curly slice them up, which made me feel a little useless, but you know what? We do what we can. Then I'm tasked with chasing down the final blacksmith hand. We enter into dialogue, and obviously I once again fail every single check because a naked, unarmed Henry is not as charismatic or intimidating as you might think. So we fight, and check this out, this might be the hardest fight in this entire run. I have no idea what happened here. I think because we were fighting on this awkward hill, the combat was very janky, the dodge indicator wasn't popping up, my character wasn't locking onto the enemy properly, so this guy was just landing crazy hits on me that I physically could not react to. And remember, I have no armor, so every single one of those hits is taking like a quarter of my health away from me and leaving me bleeding. This is the exact scenario that the whole challenge was designed to avoid, and it's happening in one of the final quests before the wedding. I am seconds away from death here, but just before I bleed out, I finally land the hit that drops him. I can finally go into my inventory and equip some bandages. I tried to pick this guy up to carry him back to my companions, but my dumbass holds the wrong key and snaps his neck. Anyway, I finally complete the quest and return to the blacksmith. I'm then given another quest to find a certain type of steel that only some hermit has, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, this quest is extremely tedious and buggy, and I was not about to deal with all that for a challenge video, so we're gonna speedrun it. I go straight to the hermit's house, I knock him out, I rob his diary for the location of the sword, I grab the sword, and I take it back to the blacksmith. I'm sorry, hermit, it had to be done. I craft a new sword for the groom, and we're finally ready to start the wedding, but not before I'm asked to equip some clothes, and I see no way around this one. Remember, one of the rules of this entire challenge was no clothes. Henry has to be naked the whole way through, but you cannot show up to the wedding butt-ass naked. The game just will not let you. So with a heavy heart, I buy some fancy clothes and I equip them on Henry. The nudist part of this challenge has been failed. I am so sorry, everyone. If you want to leave me a hate comment, I will gladly take it because I feel deep shame for myself. Don't actually do that. Finally, I arrive at the wedding and the challenge is complete. We had a few difficult fights, but for the most part, it wasn't the fights that made this challenge hard. It was the journey itself. finding a horse, making money, affording food. And I love that about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, because combat is not the only aspect of this game. So many RPGs nowadays put such a deep emphasis on combat alone, but with Kingdom Come 2, there are so many mechanics that play into each other, and weirdly enough, even when I'm doing a silly challenge like this one, the game doesn't fail to immerse me back into its world and its story. Even running around as a naked Henry in medieval Bohemia, I still got invested in the writing and the quests. Even though I deliberately made myself weak for this video, I enjoyed the combat just as much as any other time that I'd played it, and that is why Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is one of the best RPGs ever made. Now, before I end this video, you might have seen my Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 hardcore mode video, and there is a follow-up coming. I've got a ton of comments telling me to pick all the negative perks, so I'm gonna work on doing that because I want to experience the true hardcore mode. I wasn't aware that so many people would vouch for this approach, but you know, if you guys want to see that, then that's what's gonna happen. And if you haven't seen my hardcore mode video, I highly recommend you check it out. That was also a super fun challenge to do, and I cannot wait to make more content on this game. That's all from me. I'm gonna clock out now. See ya.